Hi everyone! Super nice that you're joining again in this living room yoga to living room yoga. I really wonder how you're doing, so always leave a nice comment below. I'm super happy to read it all after this class. This class is inspired by something also a lot of people think it's difficult, and it's about forgiveness. At least sometimes it's very difficult, according to me, to forgive. And sometimes it's difficult to forgive other people, but it's also very difficult sometimes to forgive yourself. So we're gonna start, it's a Fin to Yin class, and we're gonna start with some Vinyasa. Then we're gonna go into some Yin yoga, and we finish this class with a forgiveness meditation. So let's get started. Hop on your mat. If you want, you can maybe use a block. Instead of a block, maybe you have a nice book at home you can use. And maybe a blanket or anything what can support your body, a pillow. Always nice to have that with you. If you don't have it, don't worry, I forgive you. Let's get started. We're gonna start in a seated position. You can close your eyes just for a moment. Check in with how are you feeling? What have you been doing today? What are you bringing to this yoga class? And then you can just check, like, what is it what I need for this class, and what is it actually what I can maybe just store, put in the storage room. When sitting still is a bit challenging for you, then maybe just rock a little bit. You can gently move. So when you start into meditation, you don't always have to sit completely still. Maybe just rock a little bit from left to right, finding your center into your sitting bones. And maybe you choose to do this class because at the moment you are experiencing difficulties with forgiveness. And that can cause maybe a heavy feeling into the chest, into the belly. So just say hello. Hello to that feeling, acknowledge that it's there. So we're not fighting the body. If the body wants to move a little bit, then don't be so strict and harsh towards yourself. And when stillness comes by itself, just let it happen. Try to softening the face. Softening the mouth and the jaw, softening the shoulders. And then bring the focus towards the breath. Just breathe in and breathe out. So let's focus a little bit more onto the breath by breathing into a rhythm. So when I say breathe in, you breathe in, and when I say breathe out, you breathe out. Wherever you are, exhale, breathe out. And then breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. And breathe normal. Just explore the inner landscape of your body. Maybe notice a change into your focus. And then bring both hands together in front of your heart. Humbly bow your head towards your heart. And just have a moment of intention of this class. What is the reason why you showed up? What is it what you need, like to change? What is it what you like to manifest? Or what is it what you try to or want to let go? And then slowly come out of this first meditation. So slowly come to hands and knees. And then we're moving immediately into a downward facing dog. So we're tucking the toes. See if you can press yourself maybe first a little bit back, stretching the toes, finding length into the arms, finding length into the spine. And then pull the navel in and slowly lift up your sitting bones and finding your downward facing dog. And then bend one knee, try to straighten the other. So forgiveness is really all about the heart chakra. Forgiveness has a lot to do with love, the love you have for yourself. So really trust that at one point you always will forgive because the love for yourself is bigger. Bend both knees, slowly walk your feet all the way to the front of your mat and just hang here into a forward fold. Maybe you like to just hang your arm loose. Maybe you like to swing a little bit from left or right. Maybe you want to hold the opposite elbow and maybe pull a little bit onto these opposite elbow. See if you can really make your head heavy. The top of the head to the direction of the floor. From here, slowly, one vertebra at a time, roll yourself up. Until we're into a standing posture. And then you can close your eyes and just feel your feet really firm into the floor and start to move a little bit. As if you're a bendy tree. Like a tree just moving, very flexible with the wind. And then invite lightness here. So lightness is a quality we all carrying with us, even when the mind maybe thinks sometimes not. And sometimes we cannot connect with our lightness easily. That's why we are practicing it. So it helps you to just move very light. Just standing here, moving into space, inviting lightness. Finding that light within. And then softening the shoulders, and maybe you're gonna just free dance here a little bit, moving your shoulders up and down. As if we're swimming into water. You can move maybe also your hands, make it a nice little dance here. And don't do anything because I'm telling you. Just closing the eyes and invite lightness into your body. Where do you feel heavy? Maybe a clear physical part of your body, but maybe it's more subtle. Somewhere maybe like this feeling of having a knot into your belly or stomach. And then breathe really into those heavy places of the body. And then very slowly make this dance to an end, finding the center in the midline of your body. Move slowly. So you don't have to come abrupt towards an end. But make the movement smaller and smaller. Feel your 2 feet really firm, steady into the floor. And then you can opening up the eyes and then bring your hands in front of your heart, remembering your reason why you showed up. Now take a deep breath in, reach your arms up. And on an exhale, forward fold and down. Inhale halfway up. And exhale, downward facing dog. And just stay here and breathe, spreading the fingers wide. Finding length into the arms, maybe bend your knees. Lifting up the sitting bones a little bit higher. Keep your ribs close to the belly. And start to activating the legs. And keep pushing your shoulders away from your hands. So push yourself to the back of the mat, to the back of the room. Make your legs super, super, super active. Relaxing the head. Breathe. Steady, long breath, deep length into the breath. And then bend both knees, look between your hands, slowly, step by step, your feet to the front of your mat. Inhale halfway, exhale, nose towards the knees. Inhale, come all the way up, lengthening the arms. And exhale, hands in front of your heart. Oh, excuse me, my microphone. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, forward fold and down. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Just stay here and breathe.
And then lifting up the right leg, bringing that right foot all the way forward in between your hands, followed by your left foot stepping forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, nose towards the knees. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, hands in front of your heart. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold and down. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, back into your downward facing dog. Stay here and breathe. Really check in with your breath. Check in with your body. Stay very present. What's going on in your experience of the self? And maybe also here practice to bring some lightness. It's in you, it's in all of us. Sometimes we just lose it. So just see if you can find your lightness again. Now lifting up the left leg, bringing that left foot all the way forward, followed by your right foot stepping forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold and down. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, hands in front of your heart. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold and down. Inhale, float halfway up. Exhale, down, stay here. Inhale, float yourself up, stay here. Placing the hands into the hips. And slowly come all the way up with a straight spine. Now bending the knees and see if you can touch the floor. Reach your arms up into Utkatasana chair pose. Breathe. And then slowly see if you can come onto your tippy toes. Give some lightness here. And bring your heels back down. Inhale deep. And exhale, forward fold and down. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold, stay here. Inhale, halfway up. Hands into the hips. Strong legs, strong spine, strong back muscles. Abdominals in. And slowly come up into a straight position. Now interlock the fingers behind your back. Take a deep breath in, really opening up the chest. And exhale, forward fold, and bring your arms with you. Now place your feet separate a little bit, so your heels are more or less in the same line as your sitting bones. Head is relaxed. Now bending the left knee and try to straighten the right leg even more. And now bring the left shoulder towards the direction of your left knee and look up. Breathe. Now change, bending the right knee, trying to straighten the left leg. Right shoulder towards the right knee. Really open, so it's a twist. You're opening up. And alternate one more time, bending the left knee, straightening the right leg as much as it goes. Stay light here. And forgive yourself if it's not working. Change again, bending the right knee, straightening the left leg as much as it goes. And slowly release, bringing your arms back down. Take a deep breath in halfway. Hands into the hips, strong core muscles, and slowly come up. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Take a deep breath in, opening up the chest. Exhale, forward fold and down, bringing your arms with you. Now bending the knees, swing your arms forward for Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, forward fold and down. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Lifting up the right leg and bringing that right foot all the way forward in between the hands. Finding your steadiness and then come up into a high lunge position. And then bringing the arms towards the side, so the elbows are in one line with your shoulders. Take a deep breath in, and exhale, make a small back bend here.
And then slowly bringing your arms back down and slide your right foot all the way backwards and up, bending the right knee and opening up the hip. Bringing the right foot down. Take a deep breath in, lift up the left leg. And bringing that left foot all the way forward in between your hands. Find your balance and then come up into your lunge position. And again, bringing your hands into this kind of cactus. And this time, inhale, lengthening. And exhale again, small back bend. See if you can really feel the opening in the front of your right leg, the right hip flexor. And then bringing your hands back down and step back into a downward facing dog. Maybe wiggle a little bit into your down dog here. Dance your downward facing dog. And then bending the knees, look between your hands, step or walk your feet to the front. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, forward fold and down. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, hands in front of your heart. Inhale or interlace the fingers behind your back. Take a deep breath in, opening up the chest. Exhale, forward fold and down. Bending the knees, swing your arms forward, Utkatasana, chair pose. And exhale, forward fold and down. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Lifting up the right leg, bringing that right foot in between your hands, this time lowering down that left heel. Keep your left hip pushing towards the front of the mat into warrior one pose. Opening up, warrior two pose. Inhale, reverse warrior. And on an exhale, wave your hands down into a high push-up plank. Lifting up the right leg, tiny little bit. Right leg down. Lifting up the left leg, tiny little bit. And bring it down. Now slowly bringing the knees to the floor or go down without bringing the knees to the floor. Take a deep breath in for cobra or upper facing dog. Any version of cobra or upper facing dog is fine. And then press yourself back into your downward facing dog. Lifting up the left leg. Bringing that left foot forward in between the hands. And then lowering down that right heel. And push your right hip forward to the short side of the mat into your warrior one pose. Opening up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. And on an exhale, wave your hands down to a high push-up plank. And then lifting up the left leg, tiny little bit, hold the pose. Left leg down, lifting up the right leg, tiny little bit. And then right leg down, lowering down with or without the knees, slowly, with control. Inhale, opening up the chest, relax your jaw. And exhale back into your downward facing dog. Lifting up the right leg, bend the right knee and opening up the hip. And then bringing your right foot all the way forward in between your hands and come up into a lunge position. Interlace the fingers behind your back, squeeze the shoulder blades, opening up the front. Take a deep breath in. Now push your left heel away from you while you're moving forward in the inside of your right leg. Breathe. Slowly release, left hand down and twist your lunge, right arm up. And I'm bringing your right hand down, step back into a high push-up plank, lifting up the right leg. And right leg down, lifting up the left leg. And left leg down. Slowly come down with or without the knees, chaturanga. Take a deep breath in, opening up the chest. Legs are super, super active. And on an exhale, press yourself back, downward facing dog. Lifting up the left leg, bend the left knee and opening up the hip. Bringing that left foot all the way forward in between your hands and come up into a lunge position. Interlace the fingers behind your back, take a deep breath in. And slowly come forward and down. Really keeping your right leg super, super active. And your arms go overhead. Breath as steady as possible. And then release, placing the right hand down. Left arm goes up for your twisted lunge. Very nice. And then bringing your left hand down and stepping into a high push-up plank. Left foot down, off the floor, tiny little bit. Then left leg down, right leg up. And then maybe place it back or maybe keep it up into the air for your chaturanga with one leg up into the air. Inhale, open into your upper facing dog. And then you can just hook the toes again from your left foot and then lift up again into a 3-leg downward facing dog and then place it back onto the floor. Bend your knees, look between your hands, step, walk or jump your feet to the front of your mat. Inhale halfway up and exhale forward fold and down. Inhale, come all the way up and exhale hands in front of your heart. Interlock the fingers behind your back. Take a deep breath in, opening up the chest. And exhale, forward fold and down. Let's get a bit sweaty here. Inhale, open into Utkatasana. And exhale, forward fold and down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step or jump, Chaturanga Nandasana. Inhale, open. And exhale, back into your downward facing dog. Lifting up the right leg, bringing that right foot all the way forward in between your hands and come up into your lunge position. Take a deep breath in. We're moving into standing split here. And exhale, lift up your left leg. See if you can balance onto the top of your fingers. Maybe walk your fingers a little bit closer. Maybe the nose a little bit closer toward your knee. And maybe hold your ankle. Keep on breathing, keep on lifting, and keep on finding that lightness in this pose. Then bringing that left foot next towards the right. See if you can hold your big toes. Take a deep breath in, halfway. And exhale, elbows to the side for forward fold. Breathe. And of course, you can always bend your knees a little bit. Slowly let go of your toes and roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Keep your chin close to the chest. And then finding all your weight into your left leg, lifting up the right. You can interlace the fingers behind your right knee. Maybe you want to stay here. Maybe you want to open up that hip, the right hip, placing the foot on the inside of your left leg for tree pose, Vrikasana. Hands in front of your heart. And if you want, you can bring your arms overhead. Breathe. Feel the steadiness of your left leg. And try to feel the lightness. So who is there to forgive? Can you forgive yourself? Can you forgive others? Or are you holding on to anger? Because maybe this pose is not working today. Okay, let's see if we from here, first bringing the hands back towards the chest, moving into a warrior 3 pose. So I'm keeping my balance into my left leg, My right leg goes slowly behind me, backwards. I'm really making that right leg super, super, super active. I'm trying to keep my balance, but if I fall out, I will forgive myself. Really just see if you can straighten both legs, and maybe you want to bring your arms to the side, to the back, or to the front. Now make a big step to the back, and we're back into a lunge position. Interlace the fingers behind the back, take a deep breath in, open, and exhale, move forward and down. And then release your right hand down, twist your lunge. Placing the left hand down and step back into your high push-up plank, lifting up the left leg, tiny little bit. Lifting up the right leg, tiny little bit. And again, keep it up into the air or place it back for Chaturanga. Take a deep breath in, opening up the chest. Place your left toes into the floor and push yourself back into a 3-leg downward facing dog, bending the right knee, opening up the hip. Option 1, just stay here. Option 2, flip your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, opening up the chest, smile. And slowly come back, downward facing dog. So maybe here, take a moment to have child pose. Or move into a Vinyasa. If you're moving into a Vinyasa, maybe this time with your left leg up into the air. And then hooking this right toe and lift up the left leg and just place it back down. You don't do it, you don't have to do it, we will do it again after the whole sequence. So when you're still in child pose, slowly join us. Bringing that left leg up into the air. Bending the left knee and opening up the hip. Straighten the left leg and swing that left foot all the way forward in between the hands and come up into your lunge. We're almost there, and then we're going to have a nice yin and meditation. So really feel this strength. Feel maybe the anger also, what comes along by sometimes not be able to forgive. This power, this strength. Okay, from here, come into a standing split. Take a deep breath in and up you go. Lifting up that right leg. Keeping the balance onto your left leg. Keeping the breath steady and firm. Breathing into every cell of your body. And then placing the right foot next towards the left, hip distance apart. Option 1, keep holding your big toes again, just what we did before. Option 2, place your whole hand underneath your feet. See if you can touch your toes towards your wrist. Inhale halfway up and exhale forward fold and down. And then slowly come out of this pose. Roll yourself up, one vertebrae at a time. Take it easy, pressing your feet firm into the floor. And then bringing the weight into the right leg, lifting up the left. Maybe just stay here, having your balance pose here. Or opening up that left hip, placing the sole of your left foot towards the inside of your right leg into Vrikasana tree pose. Keeping your balance, softening the face. If you want, hold your hands towards your heart. Maybe when you really feel, when it's not time yet to forgive, keep the energy first by yourself. And when you really feel grounded, when you really feel secure in yourself, when you really are ready to forgive, open up your hands. You're not doing it for the other, you're doing it for yourself, forgiveness. If you're doing it for the other, it will come back. So it really has to be something what you feel true from yourself, and that sometimes takes time. So when you're not there yet, forgive yourself. Okay, so from here we're moving into this warrior 3 pose. So very slowly bringing the left leg all the way back. See if you can lift it up, but keeping the hips in one line. Maybe bringing the arms to the side or to the back, or maybe even towards the front. Then make a big step with your left foot all the way back. Interlace the fingers behind your back, opening up the chest. And exhale, forward fold and down. Then release the left hand down, twist your right arm up. And then bringing the right hand down and step back into a high push-up plank. Lifting up the right leg. Right foot down, lifting up the left foot. Option 1, place it back. Option 2, keep it up into the air for your chaturanga. Inhale, open. Now tucking your right toes and lift yourself up back into your 3-leg downward facing dog. Bending the left knee, opening up the hip, and then stay here, or flip your downward facing dog, opening up. And then slowly come back, and then bringing both knees to the floor, and come into a pose of a child. Feel the heat in the body, what you created with this Vinyasa flow. See if you can come to more softness. Allow the body to sink towards the earth. So acknowledging that you may be not ready to forgive is maybe a very, very big step you're making into the final forgiveness. But maybe you feel a really, really big urge to forgive, because you feel so much love for yourself that it's time to forgive everyone, included yourself. So maybe you come a little bit into more of a wide child pose. Maybe bringing the arms to the front, maybe to the back. Make it yourself very relaxed. I'm gonna stay here for about 2 more minutes. Just arriving and making that transition from Vinyasa to Yin, from Vin to Yin.
Feel the rising and falling of your belly, feeling the movement of your breath, and let it calm you, and let it support you in this practice. See your breath really as your best friend, someone who's always there for you, someone who's walking with you, guiding you. And then slowly from here, come up towards hands and knees. And then we're going to move into Anahatasana, which is a heart melting pose to really be open into this area. As we need to forgive, we need this open heart, this open chest. So you can slowly walk your hands away from you while keeping your buttocks high up into the air. Try not to walk too much with your hips forward or backwards. So keep your hips relatively in one line with your knees. And then you can just walk and let your heart sink towards the floor. Maybe you want to bring your chin to the floor. Maybe your forehead. And maybe you want to rebel a little bit with the position of your hands. You can bring them more towards the side. More towards the front. And you can also bend them, make a namaste hands and place the namaste in the neck. When it's enough for you this pose, just come lay down on your belly. Otherwise, just give yourself a couple of more breaths in this Anahatasana pose, melting the heart. Okay, everyone slowly come out as well. Come lay down onto your belly. And maybe with your arms alongside your body to give some rest towards your shoulders. To connect with the front of your body and the earth can help you to ground, to gain the courage you need to make this step to forgiveness. The courage to really go for your own truth. And sometimes when we want to forgive and we cannot forgive, it's because we are a bit too much in the business of someone else. That's sometimes very difficult. So this practice to just lay down on your belly helps you to bring the focus towards your body, towards your needs, towards your desires. And then from here, slowly come up into swings, bringing your elbows under your shoulders. And just stay here, sink into your lower back. And if you want more, you can lift your elbows maybe onto some books. Relaxing the buttocks, relaxing the legs. Maybe you feel that you're sinking more and more into your shoulders, like your ears are coming more and more closer towards the shoulders. That's completely okay and fine. And then for those who want, they can bend the knees, bringing the heels close to the buttocks and straightening out the arms for just a couple of more breaths. Slowly come back down and bringing your arms all the way to the front this time and bringing the forehead onto the floor. And then move your right arm under the left arm and then start to walk your hands like little spiders all the way towards the side. So when there are some stuff, you just have to move them away. And then just see how far you can go with your arms, bringing them all the way to the side. Then rest your chin towards the upper arm or take a block or a book to rest it on. And we're going to stay here for about 1 minute. It can be quite intense, so see if you can really sink into those shoulders. While doing this shoulder stretch, see if you can also relax your buttocks, your glutes, your hips, Try to relax your legs as much as it goes. And then slowly come out, moving your arms all the way to the front again. And then for a moment just stay here, bringing your head onto the floor. And then come up, moving your left arm under the right, or the right hand under the left. And then do the same thing. This one feels different maybe. For those who are just as confused as me, I think the left arm should be under now. But I'm sure at home you know which arm. And if you don't know, so I lost it a little bit, then you probably feel it when you're in it. You're like, ah, this feels different. See if you can relax your buttocks again, relaxing the legs, relaxing the face. And then slowly come out as well. Straightening both arms again to the front. And one more time, forehead onto the floor. Just have a couple of breaths here. And then from here, slowly we're going to move into the meditation. And I would like to invite you to really lay down as comfortable as you can. So for some people that means just stay onto your belly, or maybe draw one knee in and come into a sleeping pose. For some people that means lay down onto your side. Like in the fetus position. For other people, they like to be onto their back. Maybe support yourself with a blanket or bolster. Maybe placing one hand into your belly, one hand into your heart area. Just make yourself very comfortable. And then close your eyes. And this meditation exercise can really be done with anyone living or dead.
who's maybe taking some energy from you or leaving you with a feeling of weakness or disempoweredness. And it's a really powerful ritual. And yeah, it's really powerful for those who are really done with this kind of energy sucking or energetic games between people, or really ready to break patterns on the subconsciousness level. And when we energetically let things go, we empower ourselves to make the changes we need in our physical world. So as you lay down in a very comfortable position, with your eyes closed, just take 3 deep breaths. And as you exhale, exhale any negative emotions you may be feeling towards this person. You can also practice this for yourself. So if it's really yourself, then practice this with yourself. Negative emotions can be anger, fear, blame, hate, frustration, jealousy. And now breathe naturally as you bring your attention towards your body. Start at your toes and work up the body until you reach your head. Imagine a golden white glow flowing around your body, relaxing any areas that are stressed or tense. And when you are fully relaxed, you are ready to start the ritual. So maybe take a couple of more breaths, bringing your attention towards the body. Every time you can start with your toes, work up the body until you reach your head. And if that helps you, imagine a golden white glow flowing around your body and relaxing any areas that are stressed or tensed. Imagine the person who you are cutting the ties with is laying down next to you. Turn your head to face them and thank them for everything that has happened between you. Really see the person laying next to you. Feel secure, feel safe. And thank this person for any experiences between the two of you. If it resonates with you, this is a very good time to practice the Ho'oponopono. Tell this person 4 sentences. I am sorry. Forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And allow yourself some time to remember all the experiences, both positive and negative, that you went through together. Don't suppress any emotion that needs to be released. This is the time to let go and see the whole relationship from a balanced perspective. Now imagine that there are 7 golden strands from your 7 chakras connecting you to this person. 7 chakras. The first chakra is your root chakra, just below your genitals. Second is your sacral chakra, placed just below your belly and the genitals. Third is your solar plexus chakra, around the navel area. Fourth is the heart chakra, in your heart area, the breastbone and the sternum, the chest. The 5th is your throat chakra. The 6th is the 3rd eye chakra, placed between the eyes. And the 7th is your crown chakra at the top of your head. The strands can be of any dimension, silky and thin, or thick and rope-like. Whatever you see in your imagination, it is what it is. Now imagine you're holding a sword. Make sure you see it clearly in your mind's eye. What does it look like? How heavy is it? What size is it? Take the sword and cut the ties that are binding you to this person. Become aware of what comes up as you disengage yourself of an energetic level. Now slowly and taking your time to really take each gut, strand and place them back into each of your chakras. Ensuring that you close each chakra with a seal that has your own personal markings on it. This returns your energy back to you and seals it so it can no longer be taken from you until you choose to give your energy to another. Now turn to the person and say goodbye. You are both now released from the ties that have been binding you and are both free from each other. Give yourself some time to feel your energy returning back to its source. And feel yourself strong and energized. Knowing that whatever happens now, you can come from a place of empowerment, where you no longer have to play the same old games, but you can let go of the past in order to create a new future. So you're more than welcome to just stay wherever you are. Take some time tonight to really take it easy and slow. Make a nice cup of tea for yourself and be ready for a new future with new chances, with new possibilities. And you're more than welcome to replay this meditation many times until you really feel ready to cut the ties and to choose for your own empowerment. For here, I want to say, I wish you a really nice rest of the evening. Namaste. Thank you so much for listening and watching and joining this class. I hope to see you very soon. Bye-bye.